Now, this morning's power drink that I'm going to make you is going to be so cool because I'm going to show you of how I'm going to be holding it by a little machine up here that, let me see if I got it, right there, that'll hold my iPod. By holding my iPod, this will take care of me from always holding it and actually having two hands in usage. Alright folks, now using the machine I'm using to hold my iPod, I'm telling you, all I'm going to be using is cucumber with a nice bit of lemon berry, oh, the carrots for power, the blueberries, in my case for my brain, because anything bluish in fruit, vegetable, is good for the brain. And peaches, nicely sweetened and so clean. So that will be this morning's power drink starting up. And now me coming back to this machine and pressing pause for a second. Now, one thing I'd like to show you folks is how, excuse me, using these blueberries, that I'm going to rinse them for a second. You see, they were in the refrigerator. And upon putting them here and nicely rinsing them, thoroughly cleanse them out. So I just rinse them here. I know you can't see it, but it's being cleaned. Not clean, but just rinsed. So because being in the refrigerator a second ago before bringing it out, and now putting it here. Oh, the more something is clean and fresh, the better. Now, I'm going to take the cucumber and use my strength and cut it in half. Now, I think I'll take the bigger half, like 55-60% difference here. I think I'll take the smaller piece because I'm going to be using a lot of the carrots, because carrots are such a strong source of energy. And then again, so is the carrots and the cucumber. I'm going to use actually the bigger cucumber. Alright, now that I hold my iPod stiff, is I cut the ends off. And of course, be careful with this knife in your hand. And I'm going to, of course, peel it. And then, of course, clean it and rinse it. And I'll be doing the same thing with the blueberries. Sorry, not blueberries. I meant to say carrots. Okay, now that I rinsed the carrots nicely, I'm taking them and putting them first thing in to the mixer because they are hard, and of course, being the hardest thing, you want closest to the blades of the mixer. Now, one thing I'd like to tell you about is how I'm going to cut the cucumber so it goes in nicely and into the mixer here. But the big tip is, at first I used this big knife, and now I'm going to use the small knife, because I tell you, these things should be used for like hard things to cut. And since I'm only cutting a cucumber in pieces, I'm not going to use that big knife. Now, as you see here, me playing it safe than sorry, and you can see, and I move this out of the way, cutting the cucumbers in quarter pieces sure is a lot safer than cutting them with that big knife, and it takes only like a second. And doing this, I'll be putting that now into the mixer, the jar. Gee, I gotta find the name for for this. As these guys go in, there you go. I'll be adding the blueberries and now opening up these peaches. In you go to sweeten things up even more. And finally, one thing that I got that I like to show you is this juicer, this lemonade berry juicer. Now one thing I want to do, a little tip I want to show you. Instead of me opening it up and using the straw to pour it on in, make a hole like this, 10 seconds, in goes the juice. And after the juice is in here so easily, by you just squeezing it on in, I'll be adding our purified water. And this should be one powerful drink I'm making. Alright, now as I hold the camera as still as possible, why is it shaking so much? Okay, now what I'm going to tell you that I'm doing is, I'll be taking this, and I move this over like this into the water, the purified water that we have. And by putting in the purified water, as this camera, now I know why I got it from the dollar store. Now you folks can go there and check those places out. But putting in just a bit of water with all that night with water I put in, oh boy, this is going to be one powerful drink. Okay, now as I put in the water, this nice purified water we have here in my home, this is going to be one sweet and so nice drinking drink that will taste sweet and so good for you. Oops, I forgot to mention to you that the B12 and the vitamin D were added to the power drink. And as I now turn on the machine and do the usual, of course having it in smoothies, I go there, vroom, 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 and then I'll turn it on and you'll see it when it's done. Now, the video is just about done, and the drink was mixed up in our friend the Vitamix Master. I wonder why I keep having to call it Master, but anyway, it's done. It'll be put in the jar. But what I really want to show is how this, I tell you, how it held me for held my iPod for like about 10-20 minutes. What a relieving source of me always having to put it in my pocket and like move around, adjust this, adjust that, where it was held and done. So folks, if you can find this maybe in a dollar store or get a cameraman, they are so cool.